Welcome to the Real Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors.
If you take proper planning and you create a plan and you use the strategies that are available to you, the outcomes and the probabilities are much higher and in your favor than not.
Randy and Peggy Fisher want to help you retire once and retire right.
Welcome out to the Real Retirees of New Jersey podcast, all powered by Artemis Wealth Advisors and Liberty Financial Group. My name is Mark Owens. Randy Fisher, Peggy Fisher, the past, week and a half, the weather has been chef's kiss.
Happy fall, y'all.
Yeah, but do you think it's for real, or do you think it's that fake fall, that fall?
Oh, it's fake. It's fake fall.
Yeah, because then you back up into the 80s and get humidity.
Right? Oh, yeah. You go, I'm talking like the end of September, like 27, 28. And the reason why I know this is because my kids have birthday weekends like that. And we always had a pool party. Because why? It was like 85, 90 degrees on those weekends.
Don't they call it Indian summer?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? It's 2025. Are you allowed to call it that, Randy?
No. I call it Indian summer.
Aren't we going back to that? Aren't the Redskins going to be the Redskins again?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the family of the Native American whose face that was on the logo on the side of the helmet, they came out and they said, no, we're cool if you go back to that. We're
yeah,
totally
but of course not.
No.
You know.
Again, it's 2020.
Wasn't that the crying Indian in like the 1970s or 80s commercial? Or is that a different guy?
I think it might have been a different guy. I don't know.
But the good news is...
Do you remember that commercial? What was that? What was that for? That was like...
They threw trash on him.
That was what it was.
Oh, that's it. Yes, correct.
All the hippies drove by and threw trash at his feet.
Yeah.
And he's pan up and he's got a tear going down.
But the good news is New Jersey, Cracker Barrel brought back the logo. I was so upset when they changed that. I love my Cracker Barrel. I like to go in there, I have a little biscuits and gravy, a little coffee, but I love their little store in there.
Yeah.
We can't be changing all that.
No.
Come on. Some things have got to just be left alone.
But it's just the power of the consumer's voice.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't really the power of the consumer's voice. That's why, a great businessman just said, why did you not go out to the customers and ask them what they wanted instead of hiring some kind of God only knows what?
Yep.
And this whole team of a zillion people who you just paid, I don't know how many millions to screw up the whole entire company.
Do you know who's been one of the biggest winners in this whole Cracker Barrel situation? Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake.
Yes, that is correct.
Front and center with their social media accounts, and they've basically been saying, this is why if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Yeah,
exactly.
We are more focused on serving.
No one complained.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Who really walks into that Cracker? Now, the only ththing I do wish they'd change at Cracker Barrel, I hate that you can't pay at the table. They force you to go to the store, so maybe you'll buy some rock candy.
I love that, though. I'm on the opposite side of that. I love going in that little store.
Yeah.
Before and after, just in case I missed something on the way in.
Yes, while I'm waiting on a table. But do I really need like an Oak Ridge Boys Christmas CD? Like in the middle of August?
Of course you do. And I need some of that candy. I need the candy from the 50s. That I need. And my candy cigarettes. You know what I mean? That's how I started smoking, by the way, back in the day.
Pies?
Yeah, Goo Pies. Like, we can't mess with all of this. This is like, this is old school stuff that must stay.
You know what? When I was younger and we'd go to Cracker Barrel, back when I was a punk kid, we'd take the peg game, and I'd take like 4 or 5 of the pegs and put them in my pocket and walk away just to screw with the people
coming.
Just to mess the
nest. And I love those checkers, and we're going to go out on the deck there with the rocking chairs. We can't mess with any of it.
The old man is back on the Cracker Barrel logo, and everything's right in the world.
Thank you, Jesus. I'm telling you, I was so happy. I was thrilled to death with that.
Well, they wasted absolutely no time collapsing under the pressure of their consumers saying, stop changing what we love. But there is something, Peggy Fisher, Randy Fisher, about procrastination, about waiting, because a lot of times in your industry, building retirement portfolios, procrastination can do more damage than actual good. What do you tell the people who call you and they say, hey, listen, let me get past summer and then I'll give you a call. Or let me get past the holidays and I'll give you the call.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get a couple of months to the New Year's. How frustrating is that for you?
It's so frustrating. I'm going to tell you, like a story close to home.
It's not my money.
Well, no, a story close to home on that.
That's the way I look at it. I always tell them, listen, you want to get started, let's get started. You want to wait. I don't care.
You know what? It's fear and stress. Fear. They're just fearing. I don't know, what they're fearing because we can help you. But I'll give you an example, a prime example. Randy's brother, and he's never going to listen to this, so I'm going to put him on blast. He is the biggest procrastinator in the world. Just asked me about a life insurance policy the other day. I said, you know what? you're going to ask me about this life insurance policy. I'm going to do the quote. You're never going to do this. I've already called him 20 times. He ghosts me. Call him 20 times and say,
I try ghosting you too.
Yeah.
When I live with you.
I called him 20 times. Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? Are we doing this? He's going to wait for someone to die and be like, oh my God, I should have done that. Just like when he called me about AAA. Should I get AAA insurance? Because I'm his insurance agent.
Next.
I said, yeah, you don't have any like insurance on the cars where if God forbid something happens, you're on the side of the road. You know, sometimes people have that. Like I have that. He doesn't. What happened? He calls me. I'm on the side of the road. I said, what do you want me to do for you?
Yeah.
You should have called AAA and got the AAA insurance, but you didn't. You know?
I don't know anything.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't even know this goes on.
Yeah, no, but so that's just like that. It's just fear of just doing something. It's just, come on, everybody, get off the pot. Come and see us and let's talk about it. Even if it's just for a second opinion and it's complimentary. I don't know what the fear is on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not charging you to come in to the first appointment. You know, you come in, we'll talk about something that you need or that we could do for you. And there's no fear in that, but it is the number one thing. It's just fear. Oh yeah. I'm going to go on vacation for 3 months. Can you call me back in 3 months? I just heard that from a lady today, actually, which is hilarious.
It's not just procrastination. It's literally just putting it off, right?
Yes.
And as you mentioned, it has to do with fear. And it's fear of not wanting to know what they don't have.
Exactly.
Right?
Or fear of running out of money. Like, oh my God, well, if I just can't even talk about this.
Fear of running out of money is one
Yeah.
thing, but fear of
the unknown.
You know, look, it's one of the reasons why people don't want to open up their credit card statements. They don't want to actually open up their bank accounts. They don't want to open up their 401k because they don't want to see what it is.
I know.
What's the damage or what don't they have, right?
Or they could
then
feel
they have to live with reality.
Or they feel so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like I know, like some people are just overwhelmed by it. Well, if I just can't. I can't right now. And that's what you have to just kind of ease in. Then you just go to the next thing and say, listen, if you didn't do this, and that's where I go with Randy's brother. Just like AAA, what do? We waited until you broke down on the side of the road at freaking midnight, and now what do? You know, it's like if we just would have prepared for this, all you had to do was call AAA. They would have been there in a half an hour, and you would have been fine.
And when you think about waiting, does matter because we talk about compounding interest and accumulation over time. I got a question for you. So here's a little trick or a little trick question, I guess.
Give us a trick question.
Ready? Would you rather $1 million or I will take a penny and double it every day for 31 days? Which would you like?
I'll take
at
a
the end
penny
of 31 days
and double it. So 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 6.
On and on and on and on.
For
and
how
on,
long,
right?
that mean?
31 days?
31 days.
You're telling me I can get more than $1 million if I double a penny? What?
Turns into $10,737,000 in 31 days.
A penny?
1 penny.
No.
Yeah. Day one, it goes from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8 cents, to 16 cents, to 32 cents, to 64 cents, to $1.28, to $2.56, to $5.12, to $163, to on and on and on.
In 30
right?
days, I don't feel like that math's right.
My ears are about to start bleeding. I'm not.
How about
Mine too.
How about this?
Go ahead.
Let's procrastinate.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
not talk about it then.
Ready? So I already gave you the answer. So just trust me on the math.
All right.
It's $10,737,418. Okay.
Good Lord.
So the next question is this: what if I skipped one day? So if instead of starting on day 1, I started on day 2 instead of starting on day 1. What would that do to the balance? What do you think it would
take
do?
it in half?
Okay.
Take it down to half.
Interesting.
Wait, it's what?
Half?
Yeah.
You're
less-
right.
Thank you. Oh, look at me, Marco.
It goes from 10 million to 5,368,000.
Because you procrastinated and didn't do it.
No, you just figured out that the last one is doubling the big one.
No.
Right? So how about if you missed the first 10 days?
Take it into a third.
A third?
Yeah.
It goes down to $20,000. $20,000 from 10 million.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the power of compounding interest, right? So when people say, well, I'm behind the 8 ball, what the hell does it matter? Or I really can't catch up, blah, blah, blah. You can, ladies and gentlemen, catch up. So if you're behind the 8 ball and you think that you don't have enough money, one of the things you can do is you can put catch-ups into your 401ks and your employer plans, right? In fact, most people don't even know this. Do you know that there is a catch-up at 50 and over? So if I'm in the 401k and I'm over 50, I can put more money in my 401k, right?
Yeah.
So the answer is yes, you can. In fact, the catch-up with the total employee deferral is about $31,000 a year. How many people are maxing out on 31 grand? My next question is this. Most people don't even know this one. Do you know if you're over age 60, you can actually get an additional amount of money. So that's $11,250. You get an additional $1,000 or $1,125. So you can put away more money in your 401k and catch up. You still have $34,750 at that limit. So if you're over age 60 and you don't think you put away enough money for retirement and you think you're behind the eight ball, figure out what your cash flow is. Tighten down on some of those screws and some of the things that you're spending frivolously on. Maximize your 401k deductions. It decreases your salary. You're going to pay less in taxes and you're going to pay away more money for yourself later on when you need it. A couple years worth of accumulation like that with compounding interest, next thing you know, you're going to have a couple $100,000 rolling into retirement where you may have had none in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it all adds up real fast, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, that's something that you can think about right off the bat. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Well, I feel like it's just the same as like, you're trying to lose weight. Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. Do you ever go to it?
Well, you can lose 50 pounds in one day, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same kind of concept. It's like
unless you go to the butcher.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also too about like setting goals and saying, okay, you know what? Finally, I'm going to call my financial advisor, and I'm going to get started with this. It's just about making that just like, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow and you got to just get to that gym once. You know what I mean? Just give us a call, right?
You can give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. Call us because we'd love to hear from you.
Peggy will put you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Should be talking about you if you procrastinate.
908-844-8337, the real retirees of New Jersey.com. You can find all that information here in the show notes. How often do you talk to somebody and they tell you, Peggy, when we're talking about procrastination, man, I wish I would have called you a year ago,
we hear. Well, they said, we wish we would have called you when we were 30 and 40 years old.
I wish I would have bought that swamp in Florida before Disney.
Exactly, right? Yeah. No.
Or I wish I would have moved before the prices went up.
Yeah.
Or I wish I would have did this before this happened. Or I wish I would have bought this stock before it boomed. Or blah, 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 blah.
We hear it all the time.
Or I wish I would have sold it before it went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah,
right?
but let's could have and let's do it when we get you. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. Let's get moving. Like Randy just said, no matter what your age is, we can always find a way.
Yeah.
If I woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Coulda, woulda. Yeah.
If ants had machine guns, birds would be scared.
Did you write that one down, Mark?
I'll do right now. Where the hell did that come from? I've never heard that before in my life, and I'm from the South.
It just comes out.
Oh my God!
If ants had machine guns,
birds would be scared.
I'm gonna put that.
It's true.
We have a folder of Randyisms. I'm gonna put
The
that one.
Randyisms.
That's a subfolder called "What the Hellisms."
I like that subfolder better.
If ants, hold on, you're not gonna get this anywhere else. Machine guns, birds. So would I. Like if I try, you take the magnifying glass, you go burn the ant pile.
Yeah.
Or like you go to kick over the fire ants in your front yard. They come
There
after
it
you,
is.
come running out. Birds would be. Hey, I want to go back to something you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, Peggy. You talked about some of the reasons that people do procrastinate. And somebody's listening to this and they're probably in the same camp. Is it fear? Is it laziness? Is it they feel like they haven't, saved enough? They've made some mistakes. What do you think the biggest reason is?
I think it's about like I said before, running out of money. It is that fear of, oh my God, the financial unknown, or oh my God, the overall stress of retirement. So then they just avoid it, just like anybody else does, right? But if you go to a financial advisor, and this is what we try to tell people, that can be we could put you at ease of all that. You know what I mean? And help you through these kind of things.
Sometimes the fear of doing nothing is more risky than the fear of doing something.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And what people are accustomed to is they make their next decision based off of what they've done in the past, right? What their experiences are. That's just human nature. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have not had great relationships either with doctors, lawyers, dentists, financial planners.
Yeah.
So when they either come upon a new one or they think they need some help, they put it off thinking, well, it's just going to be the same as the last one. I don't need to change.
Right.
And I'm not saying that we're totally different than anybody else, but we're not the best thing since sliced bread or the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is we know that most people are not afraid of making a decision. They're worried about making the wrong decision or making the wrong decision again.
Yeah.
And the only way you actually go and you try it out is you got to do a little bit of research. You got to see if you actually have a good working relationship, or at least a personal relationship with who you're sitting in front of, and you can trust them to some degree.
And set goals. Like first thing we do when people come in is we talk about that. Hey, where do you want to go with this? What do you want to do?
Well, the relationship has to start someplace.
Exactly.
Right? It's got to start someplace. So whether you you're 100% gung-ho and you're all in, or you incrementally start over a period of time and then you wean your way onto an advisor that you're actually trusting. My bottom line is always this. It's the results, right? And if I can get you the results that you're looking for, it's not bragging, right? The bottom line is if we can do it, we can do it. And we have done it for years and years and years. And we're going to continue to do it, knock on wood, that we're going to continue our strategies and move forward. We've helped a lot of people. And I got to be honest with you, I wish I had an opportunity to have like a bragging section of just all the people that we've helped over the past 6 to 9 months.
Exactly.
Just this 1 year. Because of we didn't listen to noise.
Yep.
We stuck to our guns. We worked our strategies and it paid off.
Yeah. And a lot of people can't do that. That's
Well, a lot
another
of people
thing,
don't
too.
believe it
Well,
because when we talk about it, I really wish I can just take people's statements out or actually put them in a room with them and say, hey, listen, go ahead, talk to them.
Right.
Let them know how we did. Unfortunately, from a regulatory standpoint, we can't get that done.
Right.
But in reality is we know what we've done and we know what we can do. And we know we're going to continue to do it. It's a matter of some people just literally need to be pushed into a scenario where you just got to get started. Push the button, right? Jump off the bridge, jump off the building, whatever it is. Put your first foot forward, but you got to get rolling because if not, you're going to get the same results you've always gotten.
Which is
And that the
good or
definition
bad.
of
Right.
insanity, doing the same
Doing the
thing
same
over
thing over and over.
expecting different results.
Absolutely.
Or
That's
trying to
100%
trying to attack an ant that has a machine gun. I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
Hey, we were talking at the beginning of the show about Cracker Barrel. You know they have healthy favorites.
Ugh.
They have healthy favorites at
Yes.
Cracker Barrel. Give me one of
Was
the
it
healthy.
broccoli?
Give me a healthy favorite.
It's a good morning breakfast. Egg whites, fruit, tomatoes, and spicy chicken sausage.
That sounds not so bad.
Yeah.
No.
Who, tomatoes.
Wrong answer.
All right,
I
let's
would prefer the biscuits and gravy,
let's go to the
scrambled eggs with cheese,
the completely
bacon.
opposite side, the sausage and egg hash brown casserole.
There's nothing better than a casserole.
Yeah. Amen, sister.
Yeah.
Amen.
Ain't nothing better than a casserole.
How about a couple cold pieces of pizza?
No.
I love.
That's
I
Randy's
can eat pizza
favorite.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
yeah.
365 days.
Every
a year.
time I pass a pizzeria in the state of New Jersey, he's like, I've been there.
Love pizza.
Their pizza's good.
Give a
Or,
shout
I've
out
been
to your
there. Their
favorite
pizza's
one.
bad.
I don't really have a favorite one. The favorite one is whatever tastes the best when I'm starving.
Yes,
You
that's
know?
true.
Sometimes I want some nice soggy one. The next thing I want a crispy one or a thick one or,
There ain't nothing like a hot cheese pie.
little Jersey pie, little grandma's.
Yeah.
Just like I like my women. Some a little soggy, some a little thick, some a little crispy. That's how.
I mean, I
Soggy?
diversify. It's like my financial plans. I diversified them.
Not diversifying anything. Get out of here.
If ants had machine guns, birds would be scared.
Oh my God, you like that?
908-844-8337, therealretireesofnewjersey.com. Peggy and Randy, as always, thank you for the information and the education. And thank you for checking out this week's podcast. We invite you to check out the archive. Plenty of shows, commercial-free, with more great information from the team at Artemis Wealth Advisors and Liberty Financial Group. We're back again next week. For Randy Fisher, per Peggy Fisher, this has been The Real Retirees of New Jersey.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Investment advisor services offered through Artemis Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Artemis Wealth Advisors is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Randolph A. Fisher, insurance license number 9616074, and Liberty Financial Group, LLC, and Peggy Fisher, national license number 189-42003 and 570-5833.